My name's Sue Robinson. I'm a science teacher and I've been teaching with Academy21 on and off for 17 years now. What I love at the moment is that although we have so many brilliant new staff coming in, we have also got still a solid core of people who've been working every bit as long as I have, and in some cases even longer. So there's that sense of the ethos of what we do has remained consistent all the way through the very many changes that we've had, which is brilliant. Having taught in mainstream for some years, I found I was always most interested in working with young people who don't find school particularly pleasant or easy to be in. It's always been a huge belief of mine that what makes humans human, in a sense, is the fact that we can learn and we do know things and we can pass that learning on to people. And I think the reason that I love my job is that I get a chance to do that with people who might otherwise miss out. What we're doing now is more important than ever because students don't always feel safe in school for whatever reason, and they don't always feel that having been out for a time they'll ever be able to get back. And that again, it's that sense that okay, you may not be learning in school, but you can still be learning just as much at home and online. What we provide is a really, really safe place to come and learn. And the fact that we do start with literally however little you do, if you come, it's a good beginning. And that's our ethos. It's like, just come, just be here, and we will do whatever we can with you to help you to re-engage, to learn, to become an active learner again. But no one's going to push and no one's going to pressure you, and you do it in your time. And most schools don't have the luxury of that. And we do, and I think that's a really, really special thing about what we can offer to our kids. I'm very conscious that what we're here to do is to study. We're here to learn. We're here for me to teach you science. We're here to talk about the periodic table, whatever it is. Sure, there's all those problems that you're having to deal with, but they're not what we're about. We're about that incredibly normal, incredibly universal experience of learning and of actually unpicking the universe. And on that level, everybody's equal. We're all in there, all doing it together. I think as well, although science is meant to be a very practical subject, science is actually more about how you think about the world. It's a tool for poking at the universe and going, so why is this happening? There isn't science and then not science. You know, everything around you, atoms, everything around you, solids, liquids, gases, everything around you is alive or not alive, and what's that difference? And is AI somewhere between the two? You know, there are so many places where, to me, it's just a question of, for what a scientist does, is we look at the world and we go, well, that is weird. I wonder why. And having gone, I wonder why, we then have to go away and find an experimental way of testing our theories. That is something that you can apply to almost anything on the planet. And so for our students, what we're trying to do is just to get them to understand that this is a way of thinking. We've just been provided with some little visualizers for our online classrooms. So we're now busy thinking of all of the strange little kitchen sink experiments we're going to be able to start doing with our students, which is very exciting. As well, we have huge numbers of really good video resources now, and quite a lot of simulations that we use with the students, which are actually using real world data, and they can manipulate things on screen. The thing is as well, if you are physically disabled, the whole thing of go and do an experiment is always going to be quite difficult. It doesn't mean you can't provide a huge input into the scientific community. And so I quite like the fact that we are saying science is something you do up here, and somebody's got to have some hands-on at some point, but it doesn't have to be you. You can still actually be a fully active scientist. In any lesson, what you will have is a teacher saying, hi, I think you're new. And then usually it will just be a couple of words about, here's where we have our public chat, where we can all type away and see what we're sharing. Here's where you talk just to me. So I make sure that they know that there is a way of communicating just with the teacher, so there's no sense of exposing yourself to the other students. We really encourage students just to come and watch at first if they're feeling anxious, so that they get the measure of what the interactions are like. I'll usually reassure them that, you know, we can't hear them, we can't see them, so it's their job just to come in, get themselves comfortable, and I will always say, when you feel comfortable, start joining in. And that's the thing, it is for you to decide when you're ready to start learning again, and you take it at your pace. That's what matters.